So, ladies and gentlemen, we know the Naked Gun TV show and movies didn't go deeply into dark comedy, more like the Airplane Zaz style. But the new reimagining of Naked Gun will be coming out this summer, and probably one of the most anticipated and highly developed movies of the modern era. This is the new Naked Gun movie with the son of Frank Drebin. It's also known as The Naked Gun 4 1/4, The Law of Toughness. The Naked Gun is an upcoming American action comedy film directed by Akiva Schaffer and written by Dan Gregor, Schaffer, and Doug Mann. Seth MacFarlane of Family Guy fame produced the film alongside Erica Huggins. Serving as the fourth film in the Naked Gun franchise, the film will star Liam Neeson, yes, Liam Neeson, as Frank Drebin Jr., alongside Oscar Shunner, Pamela Anderson, Paul Walker Hauser, Kevin Durant, Danny Huston, Elisa Koji, current WWE World Champion Cody Rhodes, CCH Pounder, and in a highly anticipated comeback, Busta Rhymes. Now, the film is scheduled to release in the U.S. on August 1st, 2025 by Paramount. It was scheduled for 2 weeks before. Now, based on the David Zucker, Jim Abrams, Jerry Zucker major plot, some 12 years ago, in December 2013, Paramount announced that the reboot of Naked Gun franchise was a development with Ed Helms cast in the role of Frank Drebin, while the script was being co-written by Thomas Lennon and R. Ben Garant. By January 2014, Garant revealed that the working title is the project was Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, while announcing that it's intended to be a sequel to the original films. Helms was intended to portray a character that introduces him as Frank Drebin, no relation, so that the movie can introduce a new protagonist without contradicting the canon which came before. In March 2015, David Zucker stated he was offered a producing role on the project, but had declined to be involved as he felt it would differ in comedic style and ultimately be inferior to his original films. In August 2015, Helms confirmed that the script was still being written, while acknowledging the concerns that Zucker had with modern-day audience reception and a need for something other than the spoof genre of the previous films. By March 2017, a rewrite of the script was being completed by David Zucker and Pat Proft, with the plot reworked to feature the son of Frank Drebin. Now, in January 2021, it was announced that Seth MacFarlane had been hired to further develop the project. After MacFarlane had previously expressed interest in casting Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr. in 2015, the filmmaker was hired by the studio. Neeson revealed that the filmmaker, alongside Paramount Pictures, had approached him with a pitch to star in the movie. In June of the same year, Neeson stated that MacFarlane was working on a new draft of the script, with the studio additionally negotiating the filmmaker's potential role as director. He expressed excitement for the project and the opportunity to explore a more comedic role, while should he star in the movie, while stating that development of the project is ongoing. Now, in February 2022, Neeson again confirmed that Paramount was courting him to star in a legacy sequel. Now, in October 2022, the film was originally green-lit, with Neeson in the lead role as Frank Drebin Jr. and Akiva Schaffer directing. Dan Gregor and Doug Mann were hired to write a new draft of the script from a previous draft with contributions from Mark Hedefman and Alex Sulkin. In December 2024, it was determined by the Writers Guild of America that Gregor, Mann, and Schaffer would be credited on the screenplay, while Hedefman, MacFarlane, and Sulkin contributed additional literary material. MacFarlane and Erica Huggins served as producers under their production company, Fuzzy Door Productions. Now, April 2024, Pamela Anderson joined the cast. In May, Paul Walter Hauer joined the group as well, playing Captain Ed Hawken alongside Kevin Durant in an undisclosed villain role, as well as Danny Huston, Lisa Koshy, Cody Rhodes, and CCH Pounder, and Busta Rhymes. Now, principal photography began on May 6, 2024 in Atlanta under a working title, Law of Toughness, and wrapped on June 28. The film is scheduled again to be released on August 1st. It was originally scheduled for June 18th, 2025. I don't think this is going to be a reboot. I don't think it's going to be good as a TV series or the original, because that's what Leslie Nielsen made it. Because Leslie Nielsen went from drama to Airplane, and when you saw him in Naked Gun, you saw Airplane. Now, there will probably be guest appearances. We remember what happened with the famous Zsa Zsa Gabor. Now, according to published reports, dating back 11 years, the Naked Gun reboot, which this movie is, would be more a sequel than a remake. Now, there were some concerns that Pamela Anderson would not be have the name recognition like she has now, because it's before she was pretty well up for an Oscar or shunned this year. Now, Pamela Anderson signed on to it in 2024. The Baywatch actress of 110 episodes has the comedy chops. She starred in such big screen titles as Scary Movie 3 and Superhero Movie, both satirical movies, aka The Spirit of Naked Gun. Now, the idea about the new Naked Gun movie, it was probably one of the cash cow during early 1990s. The Naked Gun trilogy in total racked up more than $216 million in the box office. Similar to Airplane, Naked Gun was revered for his outrageous parody, ridiculous setups, and on-screen sight gags. Often what was going on in the background was more hysterical than the action taking place up front. Leslie Nielsen as the umpire and Reggie Jackson in The Killer, where he was trying to kill the Queen, and having Ricardo Montalban play a villain eating a finger-laden hot dog, pretty freaky. Now, Naked Gun is considered another feather in Paramount's cap. It comes to bring in comedies back to the big screen. That's been absorbed greatly by streaming. Recent big Paramount comedies were the Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum adventure romance of Lost City, which made $192 million worldwide, and Mean Girls $104 million. So I think Liam Neeson can play comedy because, we've seen him on Saturday Night Live. I think the only problem I would have, it would go more in Saturday Night Live territory, like a MacGruber or something like that. But this is going to draw interest in the old Naked Gun movies and the TV series. And what's kind of weird about this, the TV series itself was very meta, and it didn't take much to put together. But there's aspects of Blazing Saddles in the Naked Gun in the movies, and we always say, oh, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles in 2025. Well, I think if it's done right, no matter what it is, it's going to be positive. There's going to be sight gags, and with the various roles Liam Neeson has done, you might see Jodie Foster, cast as a cameo as Nell or something like that. But Liam Neeson, again, the Taken character, there's going to be a lot of crossover. Now, Charlie Sheen was never figured to be comedic before his parody movies, and the poor passing of Val Kilmer. Nobody thought he could do comedy until Top Secret. So it's all a matter of perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, again, glad to see Naked Gun come back. And would there be a TV series of this? We don't know. I'd like to see that. Like Files from the Naked Gun, where you have a different... and Naked Gun was more Clouseau than it was Real Life Cop, eh? It was a pretty nice beaver. And Priscilla Presley probably going to make a cameo too. I wouldn't be surprised. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest on the new Naked Gun movie. Run to your theaters, and will Weird Al and Vanna White have another team up like he had in the previous movies? I know Weird Al will probably say 5 thumbs up for this, because he did the version of the Spy Art theme to the Leslie Nielsen movie, the same name. So thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, we usually say keep your stick in the ice, but not today. Sell your stocks. Run. Dow Jones lost $1.2 trillion today. I wonder why. You pick on Canada, God gets mad because we are God's chosen country. Whether you like that or not, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Have a good one.